I think the biggest threats to the great apes in these range states are extractive industry, but also the overall economic structure of these countries, whereby the vast majority of people live off of subsistence agriculture or agriculture of some sorts, as along with a lot of collecting and gathering of forest products. Until there is a significant shift in the structure of the economies, I think there's going to be a lot of pressures put on these on the range states' great ape populations. There's going to be continued encroachment into areas where great apes live. I think the direct impacts of mining, believe it or not, are probably a lot smaller than most people think. If you look at the footprint of a mine, it tends to be actually quite small. So the mine pit itself, the associated camps, the associated transportation corridors. As the book stated, the greatest impacts tend to be the indirect impacts, in particular from mining. I'll give an example. There was a mine in Liberia, an iron mine, that happened from the construction started in 1960 and it was operated until the early 90s. The Lamco mine. Now, the actual footprint of this mine, including the mine pit, associated infrastructure, the town next to it, the rail corridor, and the port on the coast of Liberia, was little more than 5,000 hectares. That's actually not that big of an area. The destruction or the transformation in that area was complete. I mean, it went from mostly forest to rail or city or mine pit. But the biggest impact I think that mining has is through opening up remote areas to other forms of disturbance. So I go back to some of my earlier comments, which are that the main threats, whereas they may come in part from mining, I think they come mostly from the indirect impacts that follow mining, that follow forestry, that follow any kind of infrastructural development that allows penetration into formerly relatively undisturbed areas where apes or other animals may live.